Getting ready to head into the hardware store to look for a couple bolts that I hope to be replacing to put in the engine bay. Looking for them in black, maybe look cool, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at some clips from last week with Black Friday. I'll meet you in there. So one thing I wanted to do here was go ahead and take a look at the clutch and flywheel that's already on this engine. I'm gonna go ahead and blast off these star spline bolts with the gun here and then see what I see. And just so you know, yeah, that's a bunch of oil because I'm positive that the rear main seal is leaking. So the reason I'm showing you me taking the clutch and flywheel off is because I started really thinking, hey, do I need to get a new clutch and flywheel for this? Like, I didn't want to go and just put the old stuff on, especially not knowing how long it's been on this D16. So with Black Friday rolling around last week, I was like, man, now is the time. So I went ahead and did some cool stuff. So, I mean, they look worn. They look like they should, really. They've been on there for a minute. Now the flywheel, I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Ooh, that one took a minute. But look at that. Yeah, that looks pretty chewed up to me. Definitely seeing oil coming around there, and I don't know, that does not look normal to me. So yeah, rear main seal, definitely. But so this catches us back up. But so I saw some really cool deals on Action Clutch and I had to give them a call. And so that led to me calling Action Clutch and coming up with this cool box, which has lots of action going on in it. So I'll be telling you more about that later. But so also I do want to give a real quick shout out and a big thank you to Jeff from 1320 Performance. I'm going to be linking his website down in the description. Y'all should check it out. He sent me this AC firewall block off plate, which was super cool. He was just like, hey, I want to send this to you. And yeah, it's a really nice looking piece. I'm going to be installing it in the bay when everything's done. It's just that one little touch, you know, it's going to be really cool to have. So thank you very much, Jeff. Right, so that brings me to the point of this video. And the bay came out really great, right? Well, it looks so much better than it did originally, like we all agree. Yeah, I still gotta get that AC line out and I haven't got the battery tray out yet. But besides that, the bay looks so much better, it really does. But when I actually put on the clear coat, it really kind of changed it. If you see right here, you can see what I'm talking about. Obviously, this is still dirty, but this is the original fender. And then this right here is with the clear coat. You see how that looks different? This is like more dulled right here than the white is up here. It looks like that throughout the whole bay. It looks good, it does, but it's just like I'm right here, you know? And I could just go ahead and put the engine in, like, screw it. But I don't know, man, I really wanna go back over it again. And I almost feel like this would be like a primer layer in a way. I'm just gonna my plan is to go back through and just sand it lightly again, reshoot it the frost white, because it looks so good with just the frost white without that clear coat. And then I actually got a better clear coat that I'll be showing you here that I'm gonna be respraying. One thing I'm actually going to be doing is I've read that you can take rust off with vinegar. So that's some vinegar there, and like this bracket here that holds on the coolant reservoir. See, that's kind of nasty. Figure if I let this soak in some of that, just like a whole bowl of that for a day, it'll take the rust off. And I'm thinking the same for the clutch line bracket here. Maybe like this little guy, I don't know, just little pieces that I can spruce up. Okay, all wrapped up again and ready to spray in the morning. Real quick, you know, why would I do this? Why would I go through this trouble again? Simple answer, I just want it to look good. I know it's out of a rattle can, it's only gonna look so good, but I don't know, for me, it's worth it. I really can't wait to see this D16 Z6 in here, all clean and prettied up as best as it can be. And then the bay the same. And some of you mentioned the hood. I will be doing the hood as well. I'm thinking I'm gonna need Trav or someone to help me take this off so that I can clean it on the floor properly, because like shooting up there and getting up there, I don't know, I don't think that's a good idea. But so I'll be getting to that. But yeah, just really want it to look nicer than it did. These brackets and parts in here sitting in this vinegar. I'm gonna leave it overnight and we'll see what comes of that tomorrow. So I just applied the first coat of clear coat. I'm gonna let it sit for 10 minutes and then I'm gonna go ahead and spray again. All right, this is what I'm talking about. It's starting to look pretty good now. Look at this. It is now glossy and it is still frost white. I know it's a bit dirty up here, but you can see how this matches this. Before, this down here was more yellowish. And you can see that it's got a nice gloss to it. Woo, it's looking good. Yeah, I'm happy. Well worth doing that again. And it hardly took no time at all. So I'll go ahead and do like the reveal of the engine bay when I get rid of all this stuff out of there and we go ahead and put the brackets and headlights back in. We'll save that for another episode. But for right now, I want to show you that Action Clutch stuff I got. All right, so Action Clutch. Called them up on Black Friday and this is what we came up with. This is a pretty cool, I wouldn't say custom, but maybe a more unique combo. Here is the clutch disc. This is a standard stage 1 clutch disc. So this is not OEM, this is a stage 1, but it's pretty common, I guess you would say. What makes this a little more unique is that this right here is actually a stage 3 pressure plate. Stage 3 pressure plate. This is 170% stronger than OEM, he says. This is a really nice piece, and this is actually meant for track racing. This guy right here, like I said, is a stage 1. It can be used in street cars, but it also can be used in track cars. Now I had actually called up Action Clutch because although they list the stages on their website, I still had some questions. So what I had did was talk to a guy named Frank, and we essentially came to the conclusion that a stage 3 pressure plate mixed with the stage 1 disc is the best for me. Why is that? Well, because my goal with this car is I want to be able to drive to the track from now on. Y'all know I've been trailering the car. I would like to get away from that because that literally doubles the cost of me going to each track day. So, it adds that safety of, you're getting home, but I don't know, I would like to get away from that. Most everyone that goes out there does not trailer their car. Now the reason I didn't go for just an all-out stage 3 clutch with a 4 or 6 puck disc is because he said it's a super aggressive system. Now for track only use, that could be really good. And this is a track only car, right? But I want to be able to drive it to the track. And he said, although you can do that with a full-on stage 3 system, it's really aggressive and it's gonna wear out a heck of a lot faster than this setup would. So we feel that this is kind of the best of both worlds, where this pressure plate is really gonna grab so much stronger than an OEM system, 170% more bite on that clutch disc than what a standard OEM system would do. So it's really just gonna grab and pull. Car's just gonna move. So I'm really excited about that, and it's gonna be great to be able to put that on this D16 C6. And I also do want to mention that I did pick up a super lightweight flywheel from Action Clutch, all brand new stuff, getting ready to go in. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. They said the flywheel is half of the weight of a standard unit, so this one should be 10 or 11 pound flywheel. So man, that's gonna rock, right? Like, I'm gonna get the most out of what I can out of this T-Series as far as acceleration wise. That's what we're gonna be doing next, guys, is working on this D16 and sprucing it up. You'll see right here, this is a water pump and timing belt kit that I had got, and I'm gonna be obviously replacing that and making sure the timing is good. I got some new gaskets that are in the car right there for the intake and exhaust manifold. And then I also got a new rear main seal, which I'll be putting in there. But just look at this bay for right now. I'm really happy with it. Maybe it'll dry to a little bit of an orange peel, I don't know. But I've read you could do a like a wet sand on it. It just looks so much better, man. I'm so happy with it. I can't wait to get all this stuff out of there and then start putting it back together and then getting the D16 in there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be talking to you in the comments.